Hi, this is Gary with GEEZBEEZ. It's about 60 degrees today. We've had some freezing temperatures earlier this week. Had a little bit of a setback, and I thought about putting pollen patties on, but they're bringing a lot of pollen in today. We've got a lot of blooms starting to bloom. We had a lot of rain with that freezing temperature too. So we're going to take a look at these singles, and I think they are bringing some nectar in, and I think it's about time to go ahead and super up on these. So I'm going to go through one of these and just kind of show you what we've got going on. And we'll work our way down the row and put some supers on them. Okay, looks like they're on about covering about 7 frames. So they are bringing some pollen in. So I'll check them just for stores here a little bit, just to see if I need to put any feed on. But I think we're starting to bring some nectar in. I think we should be okay. We'll take a quick look at them. They are starting to draw out their frames a little bit. Let's see if they've got any stores. They do have. You can see some pollen in there. Let's see what they've done with brood production. They had a little setback with that cold weather. There's a lot of pollen in that. That thing is just full of pollen. That frame is just full of pollen. A little bit of nectar. Little nectar on that side. Little brood. They're backfilling a little bit of nectar in that brood. Not too bad. Now these are the splits that we made last September with just a couple 3 frames. There's a lot of eggs in that, a lot of milk brood, a little bit of nectar on the outside edges. So yeah, they're doing really good on their stores. She's laying this up really good. We'll get one more frame and take a look at it. And then we'll go ahead and super these up. Don't know how much honey production we'll get off these, but our privet's just getting ready to come in. Our blackberries are blooming right now. There's a lot of blackberries blooming. And the honeysuckle's getting ready to bloom also. So once that privet comes in, it'll be a pretty good flow for us. So I'm going to go ahead and put a queen excluder on these, and we'll try to have I've got some comb. We're going to try to put some comb in there. I don't have enough for all the comb. I used all the comb on my production colonies, but I do have a few frames of comb that I'll put in the top to kind of draw them up to it. And I'm going to go get the queen excluders. I'll be right back. We'll put the queen excluder on, and I've got a couple of frames on these that I'm hoping will kind of help get them over to the top. I don't have any with any nectar in them, but if I get in my production hives and I do have some with nectar, I may throw one frame of nectar in each one just to draw them to the top. And I've got these spread out to 9s. On some of them. And we'll see how it goes. Yeah, these are covering about 7 frames also, really nice. Looks like they have emptied that hive live out. Just a few of these had some left. I'm going to take the feeders off. You can see they're starting to build up to it. So I should already had those off, but we'll take them off today. Lean it against there for me. Thank you. I think I'm gonna hold off on the super on this one. It's a little small yet. Only covered about 4 frames. Let them grow up a little bit. Check it in a couple of weeks. And I'm gonna leave these alone also. They're about 4 frames. I'm gonna let them finish up if there's, I think they're done with that. Looks like, yeah, that's done. I'll leave that little bit of sugar on for them. They'll have that gone in about a week, so. And we'll reevaluate them later. So on my production row, I split off some of these production hives trying to keep them from swarming. So far it's worked. We did make these about 4 frames. We put new queens in them last week. About a week ago, maybe a little over a week ago. So we'll go through here and see if we can see anything as far as that goes. See if we've got anything going on new. nectar and pollen. I just want to see if she's laid any eggs yet. Yes, she has. So the queen did take in this one. So we've got about 3 frames of brood right here. And they do have some stores, so we're going to watch them for a week or 2, and we may be supering them up in a couple of weeks. But it's good that the queen took and is laying eggs. So just to update you on some of the queens that we put in. I have checked the other hives, and all the hives took the queens. I did have 2 of them during that freezing snap that died out. I made them really small splits. Should have made them a little bigger. Thought the weather was going to be a little warmer. But other than that, they did take all the queens that I ordered. So that was a good thing. We'll go check another one down here. I put a queen in. So our queen acceptance was good. If I'd have just made those splits a little bit, and I was out of town for a week, I did have feed on them, but they ran through that feed pretty quick when it got down to our freezing weather. So those 2 were on me for sure. But the ones I made a little stronger, I made these with 4 frames. They're doing really good. The other ones I made up there were a little stronger. And a couple of them that only had 2 frames survived. So nectar and pollen. See if we see any fresh eggs on this one, or a queen, or both. Pollen. It's hard to see. There is eggs. So we do have fresh eggs. Oh yeah, lots of fresh eggs on this one. I don't know if you can see any of those or not, but we don't have any sunshine today. But I'm going to pull one more frame, see if we see that queen real quick. Well, I'm not seeing her right off, but she's in there. We know we got eggs. I won't disturb them anymore. It's a little chilly today. So, it's supposed to be up to 70 today, but I don't think it's going to make it. We put some honey supers on, hoping to get some honey off of those up there. We've supered some of these up, some of the bigger ones up. Some of them have double supers on them. We'll go through here and take all the feed, anything feed-wise we've got off, and super the rest of them. And we'll go check the other 2 yards. I appreciate you watching. Thank you.